Good morning, friends. Have a happy weekend and welcome to yet another live session with me, Meeta, your intimacy coach, who's here to help you all throughout your journey. Whatever it is that bothers you, you can reach out to me. So, I have been seeing a lot of questions these days that people have, related to what is sexuality? What is intimacy? Is there a connection between intimacy and sexuality? What does it mean actually? Is it only related to the physical? So, do you also have all these questions? So, today we are going to talk about intimacy. And sorry about that. Today we are going to talk about intimacy and sexuality and what is the connection between intimacy and sexuality. So get ready as we unravel these two elements, which are the dynamic duo, and they help in creating profoundly fulfilling relationships. So the first thing is understanding the concept of intimacy in sexuality. So let me share an inspiring story from my coaching experience. Meet a couple who, despite spending years together, they felt there was a gap in their sexual intimacy. So, in our coaching sessions, we explored the essence of emotional closeness and vulnerability. So, the man, he bravely shared a long held fantasy, bearing his soul in the process. And simultaneously, the wife, she also learned to express their needs more openly. This newfound intimacy transformed not only their sexual experiences, but also deepened their emotional connection. So, by cultivating intimacy through open communication and vulnerability, they both revitalized their long term relationship. What was once routine became an exploration of desires, resulting in heightened pleasure and a rekindled connection. So, when something like that happens, when you are confused, when you keep things to yourself, how is your relationship going to progress? So, what you need to do is you need to embrace your sexuality. What is it that you like? What are your desires? What are your fantasies? What is the way you like to be touched? These are all things which we need to talk openly with our partner. If we don't talk with our partner, who else are we going to do that with? So, intimacy is connected with sexuality like that. Intimacy is being close, being able to open up to your partner. And when you are intimate, then your sexuality automatically improves. Point number two, communication is the bedrock. Now, let's shift gears and talk about communication, which is important for intimacy, for sexuality. Imagine the power of openly discussing your desires, boundaries, your fantasies. It's not just about talking, it's about creating a safe space where both the partners feel heard and understood so that you both can talk to each other openly. Now, think about another couple who was struggling with communicating their needs. Once they embraced their open dialogue, they started talking, their sexual relationship underwent a huge transformation. By expressing desires and setting boundaries, they created an environment where both felt empowered and deeply connected. You need to communicate, you need to talk. You cannot imagine that your partner will know everything that you want. You need to express it in words. You can do it at a time when you feel safe, but you need to do it with your partner so that they can understand you back, understand you in a better way, and be able to do what you want so that you feel good sexually. Point number three is vulnerability and trust in the bedroom. Moving forward, let's explore this as this is the pillar of an intimately connected sexual relationship, which is trust. Vulnerability involves exposing our true selves, our desires, and even our insecurities to our partner. You might have certain doubts about a certain thing that your partner maybe wants you to do, and you are maybe a little hesitant. So, talk about it openly with them. Trust, on the other hand, is the belief that our vulnerabilities will be handled with care and respect. Consider another couple who learned to navigate vulnerability and trust. As I was coaching them, I taught them these things on how they can open up. As they shared their fears and desires, their trust deepened. This led to a more intimate connection in the bedroom where both felt secure in expressing their most authentic selves. So, unless you really express yourself, unless you be vulnerable, unless you trust your partner immensely, unless you open up about your desires and fantasies, how will the other person know? Intimacy and sexuality, they go hand in hand because both are equally important and both need to be worked upon. Even intimacy is a journey, and as your intimacy improves, your sexuality also improves. Your sexual life in the bedroom is much better. It keeps on evolving. And believe me, there is no monotony. No monotony sets in if you guys keep exploring new things in the bedroom. If you both are excited, if you both understand each other very well, then it can be the most beautiful relationship. So, to wrap it up, this intricate, excuse me, to wrap it up, this intricate dance between intimacy and sexuality is transformative. It is about creating an environment where trust, vulnerability, commitment, communication, they flourish, allowing both partners to explore and enjoy the journey together. I'm eager to hear your thoughts and experiences. So share them in the comments below and let's keep this conversation flowing. If today's insights resonated with you, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe wherever you're watching this on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook. Share this with someone who needs to hear this. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of this profound relationship between intimacy and sexuality. Until next time, may your connections be deep, your communication be open, and your intimacy be ever growing. That's all I want from my heart.